What a difference a week makes. This time last week, you and I didn't talk at all because when it came to NXT, there was nothing to talk about. Tampa Bay had been cancelled. All eyes were just getting on WrestleMania over the finish line, and we didn't really have an NXT last week. This week, we are back on Black and Gold with a vengeance. Not only is this a packed episode of NXT, but this might be an episode that currently will serve WWE's greater good. What do I mean by that? We'll talk about it at the end, but for now, this is NXT Graded. We've got Tom Phillips and Byron Saxton on comms this week. Greg Hamilton on the ring announcing duties. It's only essential staff, and I think Phillips and Byron are going to be all over the place over the next couple of weeks on WWE TV. And we kick off with Austin Theory versus Tyler Breeze. Theory's brought out a cell phone, and he's taking selfies, mocking Tyler Breeze's old selfie shtick. You know the one. This is a real close quarters match to start with. Austin Theory is just using this empty arena to get some smack talk practice in. He's just railing on Tyler Breeze, saying how he's the past and Theory's the future. Tyler Breeze manages to get a couple of bits in on Austin Theory, but the majority of this match is Austin Theory. Late into it, Theory catches Tyler Breeze coming off the top rope in a torture rack position, turns it into a spinning powerbomb. Mwah! Chef's kisses all around for that one. This match continues to be very much a Theory game. Near the end, we see Austin Theory pick up the phone once again. He's got the selfie cam on and he's filming a video, just smack talking Tyler Breeze as he hoists him up in a fireman's carry position, looks for the finish, but Tyler Breeze takes the advantage to wriggle out of the bag, hit the beauty shot. 1, 2, 3. Tyler Breeze defeats Austin Theory, gets the selfie cam and is talking all the smack. Oh, this was fun. This match, A- for me. I thought this was a quality affair to kick off NXT this week. Just Austin Theory, man. He's the future of NXT. I say it all the time. I know, but I just think he's great. And Tyler Breeze playing this sort of elder statesman role in NXT, I think it's going to be the making of him as well. I really enjoyed this. Up next, Killian Dain versus Tehuti Miles. Byron Saxton and Tom Phillips talk up the military accomplishments of Tehuti Miles before he starts the match. And he's playing a little bit of silly buggers with Killian Dain, manages to outmaneuver him on multiple occasions, but once Dain grabs him, Dain mauls him, throwing him around the outside of the ring, into the guardrail, into the steps. Tehuti gets a little bit of a comeback in this one, but Killian Dain, this is his night. Fireman's carry slam, sent on, big old Vader bomb, 1, 2, 3, and we are done. This for me was a C. It's a fine showcase for Killian Dain, keeping him in the conversation on NXT. Tehuti Miles looked good as well. I'm not sure if I am sold on the dungarees with the card with the camo design on. I'm not sure. I imagine in some scenarios he just looks like a pair of floating arms, like an inverted Rayman. Cameron Grimes versus Tony Nese is up next. That's 3 matches on the bounce. We haven't had a lot of wrestling on our WWE TV since we started the empty arena era, as we will call it, but stacked to the rafters tonight. Nese and Grimes have themselves a cracking affair here. Some great grappling to start with. Tony Nese is just a guy that can do so much, and he looks really strong when he's wrestling on the ground. Nese takes the lead after a sunset flip is countered into a beaut of a spinning low kick. We see a gorgeous springboard moonsault from Nese as well for a 2. Nese went for a knee, and he ends up eating a flying forearm from Cameron Grimes that Tom Phillips calls a Superman forearm. Whoa, whoa, whoa! Roman Reigns does not go here! Cameron Grimes, very shortly after this, hits the cave-in for the victory. This was a B, intense wrestling affair from 2 guys who I don't think I've seen collide before in WWE. I'm sure if I'm wrong, you will tell me, but I thought they meshed really well together. Aliyah heads out to the ring. She is in a match to qualify for the ladder match shenanigan in a few weeks' time on NXT, and she's set to face Xia Li, but we go backstage where Xia Li is holding her leg. It looks like she's been injured or somebody's attacked her backstage, and she's crying. And do you know what? It's fine to cry, I know that, but I don't know whether having somebody crying while injured really makes them look that strong. Am I being cruel? I might be. Either way, Xia Li not competing tonight, but Greg Hamilton, via the finger, gets word from William Regal, who is probably sat in his kitchen in Blackpool right now, that a replacement has been added to the match, and it is the returning Io Shirai. Short and sweet affair. Aliyah gets a touch in here, but this is all about the return of Io. Double arm, backbreaker, moonsault, 1, 2, 3. Thank you very much. Welcome back, Io Shirai. This was a C. It was good. It was fine. There wasn't loads to write home about. The story really here was Io Shirai is back in the mix, and she is going to be in that ladder match shenanigan on NXT TV. Let's take a break from the wrestling for a little bit, because we've been very wrestling heavy tonight. Out comes the dulcet-toned North American champion Keith Lee, and he says that he owes Dominik Dijakovic an apology for that bit of accidental spirit bombage last time that they were in the ring together. Dominik comes out presumably to accept the apology from Keith, but he's interrupted by Damian Priest, who says he has his eyes on the North American Championship. It's going to bring him ladies within a safe social distance, obviously, money and legacy. And he says he's going to take out Keith Lee. Pulls out the old nightstick. Dominik pushes Keith out of the way to get some shots in on Lee. Keith pushes Dom. They start fighting, Priest and Keith. Dominik Dijakovic dives out of the ring. We have ourselves a very short and sweet smoz before Dominik Dijakovic makes his way back up the ramp. This was good fun. B+ from me. The North American big lad division is something that I am very, very keen to see more of in NXT. And it looks as if we find out later on in the night, this is a fact, we're getting a triple threat match for the North American Championship between these three big boys. Oh, shoot it into my veins. Up next, we hear from Adam Cole, who is sunning himself. He says he's on vacation. Mate, we know what's going on in the world. That is blatantly your garden. I'm expecting Britt Baker to walk by with a lawnmower any minute. But he's in his pomp talking about how he is the longest reigning NXT champion of all time. And he says, Velveteen Dream, oh, I could have you whenever I want, so I'm challenging you to face Bobby Fish next week. Lovely heelness from Adam Cole, who's like, yeah, I'm brilliant. Yeah, I could have Velveteen Dream, but you're going to fight Bobby Fish instead. We are going to get Dream and Cole down the road, but we're going to get Dream and Bobby before that. That'll be a good little one. Danny Burch and Oney Lorcan out next. They are facing Brandon, Vic, and Shane Thorne. Tag team action. Hey, great week for Thorne and Vic. They were on Raw the other day. They're on NXT tonight. Chaos breeding opportunity for the lads from Australia. Big fun. Short and sweet match this. Showcasing the Britain Brawlers. Finishes with Lorcan locking in a crossface. Burch locking in the crossface. Getting me wires crossed. Burch locks in the crossface. Lorcan locks in a proper sit-down single leg crab. And both the guys tap out. Big win for them. C, it's fine. Felt a bit like a filler match. But it was alright. Did the job. I like the Britain Brawlers. More of them, please. Our second qualifier for the ladder match shenanigan, and it's Candice LeRae taking on Kayden Carter. This is a very close quarters match to get us started with. These guys do, I think I counted 497 pinfall attempts in the first few minutes, just rolling back and forth and back and forth and back and forth. Candice LeRae finally breaks away in this match, hitting a perfect neck breaker. You know, the one when they're sat down and rolls over the top of them. It looked great. Kayden gets some kicks in. Looks like Kayden may just about make a comeback in this match, but we see another pinfall attempt gets broken up, but Candice LeRae does her hubby's special, the old Gargano escape, tap out for Kayden Carter, and Candice LeRae makes it into the ladder match. Giving this a B-. Thought this was a really fun contest. Candice LeRae and Kayden Carter both looking strong in this. I enjoyed it. Main event o'clock. It is the 8th match of the night, and it's Roderick Strong taking on Matt Riddle. These two have themselves some proper techers to start this one, like proper ground and pound wrestling. Then it just becomes a big old striking affair. Roddy takes the lead when he drops Riddle sternum first over the top rope. We come back from the break and Roderick Strong is still wearing down on Matt Riddle. Riddle finally makes a break for it, hits the bro to sleep, doesn't quite get the pin off of that, goes for the bro Derek, but Roddy finds a way out of it. We see Roddy finally start to rally back in this match. Series of those running elbows, hits. The last one doesn't quite hit. Riddle rolls through, hits the bro Derek. 1, 2, 3. Matt Riddle is your winner. He has no time to celebrate though, because suddenly out comes these two big lads who just floor him, take him down with the demolition special, the backbreaker elbow drop combo. It was Demolition that did that, wasn't it? If I'm wrong, I'm sure you'll tell me. And out comes the dulcet tones of Stokely Hathaway. Hiya, Stokely. How you doing? Of course, he's not Stokely Hathaway anymore, is he? He's Malcolm Vivens, and he introduces Matt Riddle and the world to the future of the NXT Tag Team Division. These two big boys standing over Riddle to close the segment. Oh, this was an A+. Do you know what? A+ for this match. I loved Riddle and Strong just going at it as like old school wrestling style. I feel like everybody's having fun wrestling tonight. Not that they don't normally, but in such weird circumstances, I feel like everybody's really having a good time out there. And we're seeing a different style of wrestling. It's less of the big crowd popping moves. We're seeing some ground stuff. And I'm an old school boy. I'm really enjoying it. Final segment of the night, and it's Triple H inviting out Tommaso Ciampa and Johnny Gargano for a bit of a chat. Out comes Ciampa. Gargano don't want to get in the ring with Ciampa. Triple H says, look, get in the ring. There'll be no physicalness. If you two have a fight, you're both sacked. Simples. They go back and forth and talk about their hatred for one another. They're both seething here. Triple H says he wants it to end on the grandest stage of them all, but they don't care about that. They just want to end it. Johnny Gargano even just says, give us a ring, give us a building, give us a referee, give us a cameraman. That's all we need. So Triple H says, you know what? If that's all you need, I'm going to find you a building. I'm going to send you both a message as to where the building is. There's going to be a ring in the middle and there's going to be a referee. And you guys are going to get all of this sorted. And in 2 weeks' time, as decreed by Johnny Gargano, he wants 2 weeks to rest after being put through a table. In 2 weeks' time, this match will go down. And if after that match, either man get in each other's faces again, they'll both be fired from NXT. So says the game. And as this heated confrontation comes to a head, suddenly on this big screen, we see, images of flowers wilting, trees falling, buildings crashing, crows, all the good stuff. We've seen these for a couple of weeks, haven't we? These weird little videos. But there's an addition this week. There is indeed. There is the grinning face, all the teeth and the angry eyes of Killer Kross, briefly flashing up a couple of times before the video comes to an end. Throughout the video, we see lots of really dark imagery, and even the words, the end times are coming, flash up near the end as well. Killer Kross is on his way in, lads. This was an A. Easy. I like the setup for this. I'm gutted that we aren't going to see Gargano and Ciampa in the way that we would like to see it, i.e. in a packed out venue with a lively crowd. But, we live in strange times now. So we're doing what we can. And an empty building match, they've managed to kind of retrofit this to fit the story of Gargano and Ciampa, and works for me. Very intrigued to see what they do. We've heard about a couple of matches at WrestleMania that are going to get big movie style treatments. This could easily be one of those as well. I don't think it'll be as daft as a Boneyard match, nor will it be as daft as whatever they're planning for the Bray Wyatt, Fiend, John Cena shenanigan, both of which I'm really excited about, by the way. I think this will be something a little bit different, but yeah, do you know what? It's not what we wanted, it's what we got. If you can't love the one, be with the one you love the one you're with, or something like that. Is that the song? I don't know, might be. Give me this segment an A. And overall this week, I'm giving NXT an A-. It was a strong return to form for NXT after last week, and it was just bristling with wrestling action. And I think that everybody who performed tonight just really worked well in this very unorthodox environment. And I have a theory on why NXT was the way it was tonight. I counted 8 matches on NXT tonight. And the plan is, from what we know, over WrestleMania weekend, which is now WrestleMania Saturday night and Sunday night, they're planning 8 matches per night. I feel like, and I might be wrong, it might be just a coinky-dink, I feel like this is WWE testing the water for an 8-match card in an empty venue. I feel like this is them just testing to see how it flows on television, to see how the reaction is online, to see how people feel about it. That's kind of, so I feel like tonight NXT's show was actually incredibly important for WrestleMania. I feel like it sounds exaggerated. I feel like this was kind of a WrestleMania dress rehearsal. Like they're just trying it out to see, does this work? Does this flow? If we put that there, does that work? If we have this many matches in a row, can we make them feel special? And can people stay engaged? I was engaged through all of it. Really was. There was a few moments where you kind of step out your brain a bit and you go, oh yeah, I forgot, there's no one there. It's a bit weird. But I thought it was all right. I thought we had a good time. And you know what? And if that's the case, then good shout from WWE, just seeing whether they can make an 8-match show work in front of nobody. And I think they did. But of course, these are the NXT guys. These are the grafters of the WWE brand. Don't even at me, they are. Good night from NXT. Thank you very much. Welcome back. Stay safe. Love you, bye.